Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tandem Yeti video, where today I will be playing the test. So I saw Markiplier play the first 10 minutes of this, and then I thought, this looks really interesting. I really want to make my own video on this to talk about the different questions and things and my different answers in my own video, and to do it myself to see whether it can really see into my conscious, and then I'll go and watch Markiplier's version. This is basically my way of telling you I've copied Markiplier's video idea. So here we are with this video of my own. So without further ado, let's play the game. The new game. Here we go. I thought it was all going to be on your keyboard, but it isn't. Surprised me. Okay. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Trust me, I will answer them honestly. I mean, I've got, like, Markiplier, wherever he answers, he's got millions of subscribers who's going to watch this video, and obviously, he's going to be conscious about the decisions he makes. But with me, I've got 30 subscribers. None of them are going to watch this video. So I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty safe to say whatever answer to any of these questions. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. You'll want to be good people. You rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. This will be a good exercise to see whether we can do this. We can look at the kind of more negative side of ourselves. You must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Yes, I do. Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world, or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. How long? If it's like 5 hours, I'd know if I can do that. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. Because so many things we do is creating our own personality of how we are in this world. So we need to look deeper than that to our actual inner being to get these proper answers, I think, and to do this properly. As long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. So this is where it gets difficult. I may think I'm being honest, when in reality, I'm not being honest. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind you do not have natural access to. Like, it's difficult to work out whether this game is just silly or whether it generally is using some sort of psychological technique to get into your brain. I can't quite pinpoint that down at the moment. It might just be a silly indie game. I don't know. But this isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. That's interesting. I invite you to grab a drink of water. I've got an empty glass that used to be water, but I finished it. I hope that counts. I have had some water, so I am ready for this quiz. Sit back. Yes, okay, sit back. Relax. Everything was all, we're in a safe space here. We're all fine, we're all good. And enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Interesting. Let's see whether this works. Here we go. Would you be all right living alone forever? Now, a lot of thought needs to go into these questions. Would you be all right living alone forever? I often think like if the people weren't around, then you'd be less distracted. You'll be able to focus on doing things properly. Like maybe I'll be able to focus on making better YouTube videos. But then again, no one will be around to watch the YouTube videos. So I feel like everything I do revolves around a form of validation. And without having that, I don't know whether I'll be able to cope. So living alone forever, I don't think that's possible. I generally, as much as I fantasize about being left alone, I generally think not being able to see anybody forever, I won't be able to handle it. So no, I would not be alright with that. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? I definitely like the color blue more than black. Blue is my favorite color. Orange is my favorite color. Blue is a bit overrated. There's a nice blue painting above me there. You see that? I'm wearing blue jeans. Blue. And literally everything behind me is blue. Actually, everything behind me is blue. So I've got to say blue. Blue is just a great color, and black's a bit empty and miserable. So yes, I prefer blue to black. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Well, again, this depends on how much money there is. Well, it doesn't. I mean, if the person was like right there, and I knew it was theirs, yeah, I'd give it to them, no question. No question, I give it to them. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? All answers are good answers, so I'm gonna go yes with that one. Are you afraid of spiders? Now this, I've got to truthfully answer, yes, I am afraid of spiders. I have arachnophobia. See them in the house, cannot handle them. Just their long legs, the tiny body and the long legs really creeps me out. Anything with long legs creeps me out. Daddy long legs, absolute worst. It's like a spider, but it can fly. Like whoever invented them, absolute evil. Whether it was evolution invented that or God or whatever, absolute evil for daddy long legs. Ugh. I mean, I know they can't harm me, but they just creepy little things. So I've got to answer yes, I am afraid of spiders. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? I mean, there's no point. I mean, if it doesn't hurt, does it hurt you? Would I jump into molten lava? If there was molten lava right in front of me, if I had to travel all the way around the world to find molten lava, I can't work it out. Who is this guy that's interviewing me, by the way? He's like a weird little guy with like a gas mask on and a mustache. I don't know. Would I jump? I'm gonna say I don't think I would. Like deep down, I don't think I would jump into the lava. Would you consider to be fat? No, quite contrary. I consider myself to be extremely skinny. Would you say you have lots of charisma? Charisma. It's a difficult one. I mean, I'd say I have a certain amount. I don't know whether it's lots, but I'm gonna say yes for that, I think. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? Yes, well, I have thought, wouldn't it be great if, like, say you're revising, you've got some like for some essay or something, got some homework due in, and then you could just freeze time, do the homework, and then start time so time is an issue. But I feel like this isn't saying freeze time. So I feel like I have thought like wouldn't it be really cool to freeze everything and then do whatever you like outside of time. But actually freezing yourself, no, I don't. I've never wished I could actually freeze everything myself. This is all very interesting. I keep forgetting I have to press things. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when you put it together, spelled the name Satan? Well, I did actually, because I watched Markiplier play it first. I got to this bit. I didn't get much further than this. I got to this bit, and the revelation, I didn't the first time around, but I did this time around. So I'm going to say, yes, I did. But not because I'm good at puzzle solving. Does that make you uncomfortable? No, I feel like it's just a silly little clue. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Absolutely not. Definitely not. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yes, and I'm thinking, how will the hidden messages lead to anything? Is it always going to ask us about the hidden messages? So there's a lot of questions I have about this now. But if they're all different, if it's not just the last letter of each one, then how are you going to know what it is? Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? I've tried to be entirely honest. For my own mind, my own conscious mind, I was attempting to be 100% honest. Are you afraid of the consequences of answering dishonestly? I am, because I don't want to get an incorrect diagnosis. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? Yes. You'll get a different diagnosis, I guess. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? It was when you randomly asked me about whether I knew the last things went Satan, so I'm not wondering that, because would you consider yourself captivated? Yes, I really want to know how this all turns out in the end. Like, what is all this about? I am captivated by this. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Really, it's really interesting. It really makes you think about things about yourself that you don't normally think about. Would I consider myself to be brave? I think so. I think facing my own fears, which may not necessarily be someone else's fears, I feel like I'm brave facing those fears, whether they're something that somebody else would be scared of remains to be seen. But I'd say I am facing certain fears. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? No. I see myself with average intelligence, getting B's and C's and things, and a few A's here and there in exams. So, but that doesn't mean I've got above average intelligence. It just means I know how to work around the system of the essays. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No, I actually can't be bothered to do that because I feel like it won't massively increase the enjoyability of the experience. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will. Are you wondering which hidden messages you have missed? I am wondering that though, because curiosity killed the cat. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? So there's different sessions. Wait, this is okay. This is as far as I got with Markiplier. I haven't seen any further than that. Yeah, I mean, I would like to know how long it takes because I've got other things to be doing. I've got places to be going. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? I've just said I've got other things to be doing. But I am willing to sit through this. I've made a 2-hour video of me trying to complete the impossible quiz. I haven't uploaded it. I feel like that warrants me being able to say I consider myself a patient person. Do most humans annoy you? A lot of humans annoy me. I try to surround myself with humans that don't annoy me. So I'm going to say no, because I haven't really, other than humans that I've never met online, virtually, and kind of people in the news, they incredibly annoy me. People that I sort of spend time with, they don't annoy me. So I'm going to say no. Do you prefer animals to people? If I was an animal, I prefer animals to people. It's all in relation to who you are. I mean, I think because I'm a person, I evidently connect with people more. So yes, I prefer. No, I don't prefer animals to people. Do you believe in magic? This is such a great question. Do I believe in magic? I believe that there are things out there which exceed our explanation, which and our perception, which may be able to be explained by science. I think you could still call that magic. I believe that there's something crazy going on. I'm gonna call it magic. I'm gonna go yes. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? Now, No, truly speaking, I'm an atheist. I do not believe in God. But actually, in my current state, I'm I'm agnostic because I'm thinking under the lines of Bach Spinoza's God of nature. So the idea that nature and the universe is God. Um, that kind of makes sense to me. In some way or another, that 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 the universe is God and we are all part of the universe, and it's all one. The universe is all one thing. The universe is one entity. So it just depends how you define God. Depends on whether you can say that the universe is God. So do you believe in the existence of some form of higher power? I don't believe I'm in the position to answer yes at this moment, but it is more complicated than just a solid no. I think I'm gonna have to say no because I don't think I believe in a God in the sense they're talking about. Do you fear death? Now this is funny because these are things which we humans put at the back of our mind and we don't think about, and we go day to day not thinking about it. So it's really difficult to actually properly think about this. Now, do I fear death? I'm gonna say no, because it's no more than anybody else, and I feel like it happens to everybody. It's something that happens to everyone. It's just a part of life. You're born, you die. I do not fear death. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? Can this quiz see me? Does this quiz know who I am? I am indeed, and I have been for a very long time. Different people. I just never put up the courage to go up to them and say, "Hey, I'm attracted to you." No, I would never say that. That's weird. But I further the courage to go up to someone and just get things started. I find that really difficult. A quote in a Adventure Time episode really resonated with me. It feels like there's an instruction book that tells you how to communicate, and everyone's got one except me. And I think everybody feels like that at some point, but definitely, I'm struggling with this at the moment. I've still got plenty of time to make amends, and I'm really trying now. But yes, I'm attracted to someone that I'm not currently in a relationship with. Yes. Did I answer the last question 100% honestly? Yes, I did. I could say that with a fact. Are you alone? Now, well, there's other humans around me. Am I alone? No, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. If I told you with almost certainty that there's someone watching you, there's something watching me, would you believe it? I see how it is. This is a creepy game, isn't it? I wasn't sure whether this was a creepy game or not, and it is. So there's something watching. Well, there is. It's you. You're on YouTube. Well, no, you're not watching me. There's no one watching me on YouTube. So there's something watching you. Would you believe me? Is it this guy? Is it this fellow on my screen who's watching me? I wouldn't believe you actually. You're just a game I downloaded a load of Steam. You're not watching the game. You're just trying to scare me. Have you wondered who I am? Yes, I literally asked who you were earlier. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? Like physical shivers? No, but I have gone, whoa, that's a bit weird. That's a bit crazy. I haven't had any physical shivers. I would say no. Do you feel like you're being watched? Now you've brought it up, I do, yes. Have you considered quitting this session early? No, I'm invested way too much. Do you drink water every day? Of course, if you don't drink water every day, what are you doing? Stay hydrated. Do you eat at least once per day, every day? Yes, I do. I don't take part in fasting. Do you realize that you've missed 7 hidden messages? 7 hidden messages! Is it going to ask me what they are at the end? No, I didn't realize that. Do you realize you just missed them? How does it know I missed them? Oh, what are the hidden messages? Should I be paying attention? I don't know whether I should be paying attention to the hidden messages. Are you wondering what they were? Yes. Are you going to tell me? Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No, I mean, you've got to give people reason to look for them. You can just tell tell them, then there's no point putting them there for people to find. Is your favorite number 7? My favorite number. Then it's flitted around a bit. 42. Then I thought, oh, it's a bit generic. Then I went with 82. And then 7 is good. David Lynch, the filmmaker, he picks a number out of a jar every day. And for the first few months, he picked every number apart from the number 7. And there was always someone in the comment called Wes W that would say, if tomorrow isn't a 7, I'm going to lose it. And then he never picked a 7. And every day Wes lost it. And that was a very fun adventure. And I reckon that did increase my likability of the number 7. 7 is a really great number. So I'm going to say yes, it is my favorite number. Life is short. It's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? That's a nice little quote. And it's also kind of asking you to believe in the afterlife and all that. I agree with that statement. In many ways, I agree with that statement. I don't want to get into it now because it'll make a whole 2-hour philosophy video. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? Yeah, I think anything can be compared to anything. Well, that's basically what the sentence means, I think. I agree. Oh, no, I disagree. No, I answered that wrong. I think it was the other way around. I don't know. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. The morning star. Did you know that? I did not know that. Thank you. That's a very interesting fact. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yeah, I mean, I deserve a second chance because I messed up the question and I need to go back and do it, but I can't. Everyone deserves a second chance. I agree. I'm going to agree with that. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? If you really put your mind to it, I'm going to say you pick the circumstances, you really put your mind to it. You block out all distractions. Yes. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? No. Underwater adventures sounds like a fun time. Underwater adventures? Where did this come from? I want to do that. I want to go on an underwater adventure. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spell the phrase "I love you"? Ah, thank you. I love you. I love you too. I don't feel as alone anymore. Oh, I put yes. Oh, I should not be distracted. Do you wish to be loved? Doesn't everybody? Do you have any addictions? I do. Do you dislike the color pink? No, I don't mind it. It's just the color. Does the color gray seem depressing? It does. Do you enjoy loud music? I do. I like playing loud, especially at concerts. Oh, it's so good. Do you like to dance? I do love to dance. It's great. Would you consider yourself normal? Absolutely not. Do you love your parents? I do. Have you ever been lied to? Definitely. Do you get angry often? No. Do you hold grudges? No. Have you ever forgiven someone? We're zooming through these now, by the way. Yes. Have you ever lied? Yes. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No, they all hold their own beauty for their own reasons. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Especially when I was 3 years old. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. I bet you do, though, don't you, you cocky fella? Have you ever seen a ghost? I have had a ghost experience where my friend lived in a really old giant mansion with 32 bedrooms. Really creepy old mansion. I went to stay there and we were literally chased by something down this creepy spiral staircase. And there was something jamming the door, but there was nobody there. And I know there's probably some other explanation. But I'm going to say, yeah, I've had a ghost experience. Do you dream often? No, I don't. I dream very rarely now. I used to dream a lot when I was little, but now, very rarely. Do I have nightmares often? Yes. Whenever it's a dream, it is always a nightmare. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No. Do you suffer from depression? No. Do you exercise often and stay active? I go on plenty of walks. I mean, I don't go to the gym or anything, But I go plenty of walks and things. I'm going to say yes to that. It's relative to how much other people do. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? No. Have you ever felt betrayed? Now, this is getting some really deep stuff now. I can't wait to watch Markiplier do this when I've finished. Have you ever felt betrayed? Have I ever felt betrayed? I have. Do you ever feel lost in life? All the time, fellow. All the time. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? No. I'm a natural observer. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? No. Have you ever been bullied? No. Have you ever bullied someone else? No. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yes. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yes. Do you find space fascinating? Absolutely. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? Yes. I mean, I write books. I sometimes like to make music. I'm making this YouTube video. I'm going to say yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes. Do you believe in perfection? No. Have you ever stolen from someone? No. I mean, I might have stolen someone's pen, something very unimportant. Maybe I remember one time I put a friend's keys in my bag as a joke, and I was going to give it back to him after 5 minutes. I completely forgot about it, and I kept them, and he couldn't get into his house for the whole day. So I'm going to say yes, I have stolen from someone. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Any circumstances. There must be a certain circumstance where I would kill somebody. There must be a certain circumstance where I would. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Yes. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? No. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? I meant to go down and click no, but I accidentally put yes. Do you know who I am? I bet Akinator does, though. He knows everybody. No. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? Absolutely, don't do that. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Yes, it would. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? No. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Not a serious one. I've been in a play fight. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? No. Do you look at the ground when you walk? When I walk past people, yes. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. Would you ever shave your head? Yes, for charity or something, yeah. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No. But it depends. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Yes. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? I don't know how much other people remember it, so I can't really tell. But I won't say extremely well, no. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? No. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Yes. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? I'm not an avid fan, no, but I mean, they tickle my fancy occasionally. Do you enjoy comedic television shows and movies? Yes, I do. Do you like being the center of attention? Yes. Do you feel like something is always watching you? No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Of course. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? I can't say I have. Have you ever punched a nun? Yes, I have. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I haven't done that yet. I'm sure the opportunity will arise. Do you like dogs better than cats? Yes. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? No. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched a nun? I'm never going to stop wondering. Do you get starstruck easily? Yes. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? I don't hate it. I used to hate it, not anymore. Is your favorite part of birthday receiving presents? No. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like really, just bam, right in the face, nun punch. I love this. It's quirky, scary, mystery, puzzle. I love. This is great. No, I haven't. I need to try it sometime. Did you laugh? Yes, I did. I was caught on camera. I didn't say it out loud, but I did say it in my head. Yes. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? Yes, I literally said, if there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Yes, for punching the nun. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Yes. People in the house. What are you wondering? What countries frequently? Yes, I am. Are you wondering? Are you more than slightly uncomfortable? I am. I am. Is your mouth dry? What is Markiplier going to say to this? I'm sure he'd be fine just uh, letting it all out there. Is your mouth dry? No. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Does profanity make you feel uncomfortable? It does when I'm making a YouTube video and people can hear me. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No. Are you poor with money management? I mean, I haven't had much experience with it, so at the moment I am. I don't know whether I feel like it will be really difficult to get to script with, to be honest. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? No, I don't. How many secret messages have I missed now? Do you speak more than one language fluently? Absolutely not. I'm all full of other languages. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes. Do you enjoy coffee? I haven't really tried it, so I can't say I do. Do you believe in demons? I'm sorry, Twin Peaks fans. Do you believe in demons? Inner psychological demons, yes. Do you believe in angels? I believe in inner psychological angels. Yeah, yeah. Are you afraid of sharks? Um, I mean, if I came up against a shark, I would. I mean, in everyday life, I'm not like, oh no, I hope there isn't a shark. So I'm gonna say no. But if I came, obviously you'd be scared if you saw one. Do you prefer baths over showers? Yes, I do. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? No, it doesn't. Did you see that shadow move in your room a few minutes ago? No. Do you ever hear a name being called even when you know not? Yes, like that all the time. It weirds me out. Like someone like, and I call on them say yes, and then they're like, I didn't say anything. Do things in the home often go missing, then reappear later? Yes. You're gonna say it was you all along. It was this guy. Do you hear footsteps around you when you're alone? Yes. You ever hear random knocking noises? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this now. Random, yes. Do you often look at the same clock, the same time on the clock every day? What does that mean? You often look at the same time on the clock? No. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? That's the Doctor Who episode. Listen, with where they have the dream and they're like, you're gonna grab your feet from under the bed, and that traumatized me every time. I now go to like go to the loo in the night or something and go back to bed or get a drink. Every time I get in bed now because of that episode, I just rush in bed like no one's gonna grab me from under. I haven't actually felt it though, but I have been terrified by it. Do you have any pets? I used to, but not anymore. Is your favorite color green? No, it's orange. Are you attracted to a family member? No. If you won a lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Of course. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? Yes, I would do many great things. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Yes. Do you like fishing? I've never done it. I've never tried this, so I can't say. Do you like hunting? Absolutely not. Do you like camping? Yes. Do you like guns? No. No, 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 no. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Yes. Would you consider this? No. I eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yes. Do you always keep your promises? No. Would you ever completely trust someone who lied to you? No. Are you an only child? Yes. It's doing echinacea on me. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Yes. Do you like tattoos? No. Personally, I mean, it's fine if you want one. That's fine. Personally, I don't really want one. To have it there forever. My goodness, crazy. Do you enjoy being high in any form? No. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes. Did you cry this week? No. Are you upset with someone right now? No. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? No. Do you understand how this works yet? No. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them, the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? I can't say I do. I understand the first, but if you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. So if you go through, you might say a different answer. It's about what you're thinking at the time, combination you answer them. So it's about the other variables, about other factors that affect you. If he's watching me, they know what's affecting me. If you're wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question, no. I want to tell you this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention. Would you believe that? No, because I think you said that to everybody else, including Markiplier. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? As Jake from Adventure Time would say, dying together is a little bit better than dying alone. Do you wonder that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? I mean, of course, that's something that you should worry about, but it's not a thought that I have daily. But if I thought of it daily, then I would be worried. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? No. Do you feel like I know you yet? I feel like you could know quite a lot about me from this. Like, think about how much Akhenaten knows about people in just 10 questions. And this is so many questions. He must know so much. No, because I've got my headphones in, so I won't be able to hear any strange noises in the house. I think we have enough information about you. Wait, are we done? Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, to loads of time to respond, or answer quickly without reading, but understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating the results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Oh, here we go. This is spicy stuff now. What have you got, sir? Well, aren't you just a bucket of sunshine? Something sounds sarcastic. It's incredible to me just how misunderstood you are. In fact, you're so misunderstood that you often don't even understand yourself. That's true. That's true. Sometimes you just do things. Is this individual to me? You just do stuff. Why? Because you do. You don't need a reason. You just act. This is not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, this is an amazing quirk. This is so perfect to someone who might just be madly in love with you. Are you in love with me, sir? Your spontaneity is a gift that can bring a smile to a miserable face and a kind heart. Do not lose this gift. This definitely feels like a classic palm reading where it just says the same thing to everybody. With all that being said, you are not where you want to be in life. That's true. This is all true. You are not as happy as you lead on sometimes. And only those closest to you know how you really feel. Even then, they don't even truly know, do they? They don't. Whatever you do, do not give up. Success and happiness for you is just around the corner. Thank you. It's one enormous push on your part. It will take a lot of work, but you absolutely positively can make something happen. Just understand that if you stumble, this is not the end of the world. You're always one big breakthrough from something amazing. Keep it up for yourself and those around you. Your secret word is power. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Power. I've got it locked in my brain. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you part of history. So I feel like there are different responses it gives you based on your answers. So I got power. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your select secret word in your comments. This is interesting. So what comments is this? If you do not wish to be part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we shall not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and we will read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. Wow, so there's 3 of these, so I wonder, I'm probably going to give the others a go, but yeah, it gave me some really interesting things to think about. It could have had more of an aim of somewhere it was leading to, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it gave us some great things to think about and talk about on this channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody, because if you didn't, then you've just wasted about half an hour of your life. Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.